Every time I get a phone call for a production, I always figure out what the scale of the project is before I say yes to it. And typically, it's usually me getting hired for a regular day rate plus my gear. And my gear is really important to me, and I've done a lot of research and spent a lot of time to try to cultivate the best set of gear that I have to do the job that I can do to the best of my absolute abilities. And the very first thing that I needed to make sure was absolutely foolproof and was going to be the most reliable thing in my entire kit was the bag. And this is the Low Pro 450 AW. And the reason I love this bag is because it is as reliable as the sunlight. It has a million different accessories that you can strap to the front to all these different little hooks. It is weather resistant, at least. It has really good venting in the back. Crucially, the straps are really, really reliable and really, really durable. It even has a waistband so that if my gear gets a little bit too heavy, I can always clip it to my waist and I take some of that weight off of my back and off of my shoulders. It's very modular, so when you open it up, all of the different compartments inside of this bag are really easily to maneuver. I have a 50-1.8 and a 24-70 by Sony, and these are E-mount full frame lenses, and these are not the fastest lenses in the world, but they really get the job done for me. I also have the Mavic Pro Platinum, which is a great drone. I have 2 batteries for it, and that usually helps me out with any of my aerial needs that I might need on the project. I don't necessarily use this all that often, but it's nice to have the option there. This little thing is actually an extra little zipper case that came with the Low Pro 450 AW, and it holds all of my drone batteries, all of my monitor batteries, and all of my camera batteries. I also have a bunch of miscellaneous grip gear like clamps and tape and magic arms and extension cords, and I also have a blower for the lenses so that I make sure that they stay nice and clean during the shoot. Something that I've also started to bring with me lately is a film camera, which is great for behind the scenes stuff. It also gives a nice, simple look to all of the photos that I take behind the scenes. This is the Pentax K1000, and I typically have a roll of Portra 800 hidden inside. I also bring my Godox SL60W with me that I put in an extra bag. It's usually just packed into whatever bag I have laying around. In this case, it was the Peak Design 20-liter everyday carry.
Now, something that you may have noticed is that there is something missing from this kit: audio. And that's for a very good reason. I very often, and as often as I possibly can, hire audio guys because they have better equipment, they're better at recording audio, and it gets me better video because it's one less thing that I have to focus on when I'm on set dealing with a client. And especially with new clients, you want to make sure that you have a good on-set presence and you have good results when you take your equipment home with you. And one way to do that is making sure that you have an audio guy that is exclusively devoted to getting the best quality sound that you can get for your project. And so I highly recommend that whenever possible, hire an audio guy.
Aside from that, I take my camera rig, which is my A7R III, as well as my tripod, which is the Manfrotto Nitrotech N8. Throw a few light stands in with the tripod, and I am out the door. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, go ahead and subscribe. I put out a new video every single week. I'll see you next time. Peace.